Detroit Lions cornerback Emmanuel Moseley saw his first action today, and it was short-lived, man. As you can know, I was at the game, and I'm sitting there watching. It's early in the first quarter. This is after the player for the Carolina Panthers, the offensive lineman, goes down. We see a Lions player go down. I couldn't really see the number, and then as he's getting up, I see it's number 4, and it's weird because the last time we saw number 4 on the field was DJ Chark. So instantly I had DJ Chark flashbacks, but I'm looking and it's Emmanuel Moseley. This was his first action back. The Detroit Lions decided not to put him on IR. He would have been ready to go when the season started, but then he tweaked a hamstring. We still didn't put him on IR for the season or to start the season, and we're just finished our 5th game and going into the 5th game. So even if he was on IR, he would have been available to play, and he tweaked something on his leg. But this is coming from Pride of Detroit. This is what Dan Campbell had to say during the press conference. No injury update for Emmanuel Moseley, but said it didn't look good. MRI scheduled tomorrow. Says Jahmyr Gibbs' injury didn't seem awful, but was enough to keep him out for today. So the focus that we're going to do is Emmanuel Moseley. It didn't look good. And again, that is coming directly from the press conference that Dan Campbell held after the game. So it was a lot happening, so I don't know if it was contact, non-contact. I got to watch the game again on the broadcast and see what I can see. But I even was scrolling through Twitter and saw a tweet. I didn't bookmark it, that it might be the opposite knee or leg that was injured, not the one that he was rehabbing from. I'm not sure if it was non-contact or what, but this is it's unfortunate. I'm sad for him because he was slated to be like that number 2 guy. I could only imagine if you wanted to play, if you've been playing a game, you love to play a game, the season is already short, and you have been waiting to get back. Just this morning, as I'm preparing to go to the game, I see a tweet. It was about 8:55, 9 o'clock. He said, thanking God for goodness. And then he gets out there and he gets hurt. So I know that has to be tough on him. But now it kind of puts the Detroit Lions in a situation. We've been talking about depth on this team. Today was a depth win. Somebody said it during the postgame show. A caller said it was a depth win. How many times can you lose a Brian Branch, a St. Brown, a Jahmyr Gibbs, and yet you dominate your opponent? But who's going to be able to step up now? Jerry Jacobs came in and did a phenomenal job. Now, here's a question I have for you. Are you comfortable with Jerry Jacobs being the number 2? I mean, he's been stepping up for real. I got a video coming about him later. But Emmanuel Moseley, it not looking good. What does that mean? We will have an MRI tomorrow. And wouldn't that be kind of crazy that C.J. Gardner-Johnson gets hurt game 2. We bring him in, big time free agency signing, one of the best free agent safeties that came out that was available in 2023. Then we sign Emmanuel Moseley. He's rehabbing off an injury, and we've seen it happen before where players come back from an injury and sustain another injury unrelated to the injury that they had. A lot of times it's not. We saw it with the Buffalo Bills last week. I think it was Tre'Davious White. He knew immediately it was an Achilles injury. He was pounding the field, and it was just sad to see. So I feel bad for Emmanuel. I hope that it's not any type of significant damage, and if it is something that, if it's not as bad as they think, then do they put him on IR and then open that window up after that? So if they put him on IR now, he would be eligible, I believe, to come back after the bye week. If it's a sprain or something like that and he goes on, I think he can come back after the bye week, which would be week 10. Our worst case scenario is week 11, and he gives us a solid 5 or 6 games as we do this now. I think it will be 7 games. If he comes back week 11, we'll have 7 games, and he gives us a solid, and we see what happens at the end of the year. But we'll know, definitely we'll be updating you on the status of Emmanuel Moseley. But it's unfortunate, man, because he was looking forward to getting out there, and we'll see, man. So Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Moseley, how does it make you feel? How does he make you feel? I'm sad for him. Like I said, I can only imagine doing something. You're excited to get back out there, and then you immediately go down. It reminds me of Jeff Okudah going into his second year. He was coming off kind of like that off-season surgery. He gets out there, and game one, he's done, right? So hopefully we'll hear good news tomorrow, and it's not something that will shelve him for the rest of the season, because if so, his time as a Detroit Lion was literally 1 or 2 series. So we'll see tomorrow. Keep it locked here for that information. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.